PT-87 heaven. Let's crack on. Hello, and welcome to another MrBetaByte video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as we're looking at a rather dinky little keyboard, the Casio PT-87, and I have sort of fond memories of these keyboards. My friend of the time, Carl, had a PT-80, which is sort of the white version of this, and I think it was maybe a slightly older version as well. This has some enhancements. And he went on to really make music his career, and no doubt it was inspired by this keyboard. So it holds a bit of a close sort of sentimental value for me. So yeah, I picked this one up off eBay and just wanted to see what they were like, really. And yeah, so I had a quick look around it. It all seems pretty okay, except for the battery compartment. And I want to power this with batteries. I'm going to give this to Lils, actually, to have a play around with. It's so portable, but also quite cool to learn some tunes from with the ROM pack. So we've got world songs in there. And how do you open it? Oh, yeah, of course. So you've got the... Oh, that doesn't seem very good. Do we have some damage there? Yeah, yes we do. Bit of plastic just broke off. Okay, well, okay. So it got damaged in transit. But yeah, we've got world songs in there. I've got a couple of other ROM packs as well. So yeah, but that is a concern. Obviously I want to power it with batteries, just so she can just sort of pick this up, have a play with it in between exams and everything else she's doing if she wants to. And yeah, just have a bit of fun, really. So yeah, let's crack on. So I'm looking at Aliexpress, just randomly, really, just to see what was out there, and there are loads and loads of replacement battery terminals. And so I had a field day. I mean, some of these packs are like 73p each. For like 10. So just open these, for example. So you've got things like just straight sort of springs with a wire straight off, and different variants of that. So negative, positive. More the same, but different sizes, so all marked up. And yeah, it's just really cool. You can get all of these connectors. So these are actually Xbox 360 game controller springs, battery terminals, and yeah, again, very, very useful. Very, very solid. Very well made. And yeah. And then I don't know whether I bought some of the... I don't think I did. I did see them. So very long ones. And not quite so long ones, but longer than what you'd find in remotes. And I've got metal ones as well, like the solid ones. So for the positive, I've got, oh yeah, there's negative in there as well, with the springs. Really cool, very useful for remotes. So yeah, really so pleased to have found those, and my wife was actually quite like, I haven't seen you this excited in ages. It's just like, yeah, it's actually really useful to have these, but yeah, I mean, obviously that's in context of life and nothing else, but yeah, so let's take the PT-87 apart, have a look, see if we can get it, get one of these to fit, and see if we can get it to work. Let's crack on. Managed to get the stickers off the keys, and that was an effort. I had to use isopropyl in the end to sort of get the sticky off. They were just a nightmare. So yeah, I don't know why it has to be so bad, but anyway, let's take the back cover off. Okay, so screws out, they're all the same, length and type wise. I mean, some of them are pretty grotty, to be fair, but that's fine. So I should be able to remove this and take a look inside, and doesn't look half bad at all. It's obviously been in the damp. Has it got some little bit of corrosion on the back of the speaker? That's fine though. And the usual sort of foam issue, although the foam is actually fairly okay. But my concern is this battery terminal. So got a terminal there, and there is leakage there as well, and then we've got the negative there, which really is pretty rotten. So yeah, I don't know whether we can push that out. That'll do. So, just trying to push this through. Yeah. It just totally broke off, which is what I half expected, because it's very rotten. And there is actually a bit of plastic there to stop it from falling out. So I'm sort of lacking in tools, but I should be able to pull this out because it's so rotten. Yeah, there we go. It's just broken off, to be fair. So that's fine. that's good. So I'll trim this back and strip the negative. That's still quite rotten. There we go. We've got conductors that are not too bad. I might have to do something with the routing of the cable just to compensate for that, because obviously it's going to be that bit shorter, but that looks, well, yeah, could do with a bit more off, to be fair. But I might be able to do something crafty with one of those connectors, because some of those connectors have quite a long tail to them. So yeah, so next thing I'm going to do is tidy up all of this. Get some spirit vinegar and just get that that cleaned up. Let's crack on. Okay, so I have a glass of spirit vinegar, and this should clean this up quite nicely. So all cleaned up, pretty good to be fair, and yeah, the foam is falling apart a bit, but I'm going to leave that, to be fair. So let's have a look and just see which of these battery contacts is going to work. So I'll go through these and see how we get on. Let's crack on. So these ZF9x23 are actually perfect replacements for the additional battery terminals. So the intermediate ones in between. The positive and the negative, which is really cool. And they seem to fit, he says, they seem to fit really well. Just get a bit of muck out of there, might as well while we're there. But they fit perfectly, which is really cool. So I'm going to change them because they only cost 73p a set. So I will put links to these, but obviously being Aliexpress, oh, now I have the problem that these are back to front, so I don't have those. I don't think, no I don't, so I am going to have to put those back. So I will try and find the opposite way round on AliExpress and put a link to those, but I'll also put a link to these. So yeah, but that's really cool. I mean, it really wasn't necessary to do it really, but it'll improve performance maybe a little bit, connectivity maybe, try and convince myself, but yeah, so I suppose a big one really is getting this one done. So yeah, I'll have another dig around. Okay, so I do have single ones, but they are too small, and like I have these as well, which are the metal backed springs, but again, not really any use. So what I'm going to have to do, I think, is actually cut off the positive terminal and just fashion this into a terminal for the negative. And these can be quite tough. So there we go. So I now need to try and feed this in. And it won't quite fit as tidily as I'd like it to. So yeah, my thinking is if I can part that a bit more. I don't know why I straightened that because it's going to have to go over anyway. But anyway, let's push that in, and then I spot was a little bit of a mistake, a little bit, but push that down. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not as good a quality as the original Casio ones, but they're certainly up to the job, so I'm happy with that. So let's reroute the cable, and we should be able to get purchase on that. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so I'll warm up the iron and get it soldered on, and then we should be good to go. Let's crack on. There's no thunderstorms and I'm not sweaty, so let's turn this on. There we go. It does warm up ever so quick. So let's see how well this will actually solder. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, it's sort of put loads of solder on, but it's not sort of run where I want it to run. That's better. Let's check it. Yeah, that is actually properly soldered. Okay, so I did melt the the sheath of the cable a little bit, but it's fine. Not going to worry about that too much. I can get it in the cable guides, which is really what I wanted to ensure I could do. Yeah, that one's not going in perfectly, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. It's clear of everything, so okay. So this contact, I don't have a replacement for that. I don't doubt that this will work fine though, even though it is quite contaminated. I have put some vinegar on it, so yeah, hopefully it'll be good, and keep it from rotting anymore. So I suppose let's bung some batteries in it before I screw it back together and see if it works. Let's crack on. Okay, so here goes. See how terrible these are. That's actually not bad. I mean, they're not as refined as the original Casio ones, that's for sure. But they do the trick so far. Let's put the door back on. Okay. That's not a good start. Yeah, we've got nothing. Okay, so turn this round. What I'm wondering, do we have any voltage? Let's just measure what we have. Yeah, so we have voltage there. So I'm just going to measure at the other end of the board, which you won't see while I'm actually testing. Yeah, so we have voltage there. So we have other issues. Interesting. Just going to work this a little bit just in case. I wonder if this might have been plugged in with the wrong polarity adapter, or just the wrong adapter, and it's blown it. Because people do stuff like that and then they don't tell you, and then they sell it on eBay as not working, and it is not good. So Casio do have fun ways of doing stuff, so this is going to be an interesting sort of switch under here. I suppose we ought to take batteries out, or at least one battery out, just so we've not got power when we pull out the panel. There we go. Okay, so actually quite interesting. Again, Casio are repurposing different boards for different models of keyboards. So I was wondering about this, and this is purely just for the ROM card. So the ROM pack. So that's interesting that they added that, and then obviously the lights for the follow keys are an additional panel as well. So yeah, there would have been like a basic keyboard version of this that wasn't sort of the ROM version. Power wise, the power comes straight in and goes straight through this switch. My fear is that if the wrong adapter and or wrong polarity is being plugged in, it's blown the keyboard, which would be a real shame. Just looking at the contacts, they look good. They all look good actually, which is great. There's some dust on there, but it's not that bad. So contact there, that goes down, round. There's a component there. There's a link, right, so that bottom link there should have voltage on it. Okay, so let's put this back together. It's a slight issue with these because they use sort of like, if you like, surface mount switches, not like full proper discrete switches. It makes it just that bit more challenging because you have to put it back together to test. And I probably could measure across both of those, to be honest. What am I trying to do there? I'm doing that totally wrong. Where can I put a screw there? That's in the wrong place. So that needs to go there. And then let's put one in for the LEDs as well, just so they're not flapping about like a crazy thing. And one on this end. Okay, so I'm going to put the battery back in and we'll just see what happens. There we go. It's a bit like... It's a bit... It's obviously not happy. Okay, so... Right, that's starting to work now. Okay, so let's get the screws back in and just hope. Hope is a very great thing. Fantastic. Okay, so lovely. Okay, did all the LEDs? Yes, it did. Okay, auto play. Okay, so nothing under there. Melody guide. Never used one of these before. Okay, so we do have an issue still. I wonder what that issue is. Could it be? Could it be? But we did have voltage, so I think the contacts are fine. Yeah, this switch is a bit dodgy still. I think with use it will be fine, but oh. Yeah, if I press it down. Oh. It's alive. I mean, it seems quite happy in its failure. Oh, little brown drug. Little brown drug gone terribly wrong. Oh no. Let's try again. Am I going to get Little Brown Drug actually played properly? I have a feeling we might have a bad speaker as well. I don't think these had a headphone socket. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we've obviously got more work to do with this. I suspect the speaker's gone. I just wonder, is it the switch or is it something else? Like I say, we've got like 7.5-ish volts coming from the battery packs. That's solid now. Oh dear. Oh. It's really not happy. Oh, I wonder if... Oh, it's died again. Okay, so these contacts are really bad. And of course, it's monophonic as well. So I can't play a chord. But it's just like literally follow along one key. And the PTs will, as far as I know, I've got a key that doesn't work. So that key doesn't work. Oh, does it? No. Okay. It really is not happy. Oh dear. I don't understand why the ROM is so bad, but the yeah, I think that's actually quite good that it died. Oh, it's still trying. It's still running. I have to give it 10 out of 10 for effort. That's not right. It's a bit confused, I think. Yeah, I have Lils with me, by the way, in case you're wondering what the extra laughter is, because it's just like, this is hilarious. Okay, so oh dear, it's sort of, it's almost swearing. Oh, what? It's been nice now. Okay. Oh, didn't like me doing that. This thing's possessed. Oh. It probably won't do it again. You won't believe me. You won't believe me that I'm not pressing something or doing something to make it do this. Oh. Yes, so I think we have quite a few issues. Yes, we do. So it says, I mean, who needs AI? Exactly. I have a conversation with my Casio PT-87. Oh dear. So yeah, just settle down. Just settle down. Just don't do it. Just don't. You're supposed to work and just play tunes and not have a personality or do anything. Right, so I'm obviously yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to just no. Can I get a word in? No. Really? Just look, if we don't stop it, I'll take you back. So opinionated. Oh, I know, but you haven't been on for ages. But yeah, I know. Look, I'll fix. I'll get. Do you not want me to fix you? Do you want me to just leave you with this sentient sort of like personality? There we go. It is just a piece of electronics. So, I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna have to take it apart again and to see what's going on. And I don't think it's gonna like it by the sounds of it. No. Okay, but yeah, it would be nice to actually have it working. So, yeah, let's crack on. A few days on and all apart again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off the grease here. It uses sliders that basically they cut through the grease to make contact. So if the contacts are bad, which they are pretty dirty, I've got some deoxit, and I might have to do a bit of magic just to get them really shiny, but they are quite contaminated. But yeah, they cut through the silicone grease. So yeah, we'll sort that out. But I thought we had a missing note, a missing key, and I thought we'd just take that apart as well. So you just gently pull this off. You can see like there's little pull throughs to remount it and get it to stay put. So that's pretty cool. I did check the speaker as well. The speaker moves well, so that's good. I was a bit worried the speaker might be the voice coil might be sort of sticking in its mount, but it isn't. But yeah, you can see there's sort of lots of little bits of contamination, especially around those two bad keys. And I wouldn't be surprised that is conductive. So I've got some isopropyl and some some cotton buds. So let's give it a clean and see if that fixes it and gets rid of at least one issue. Cleaned up. I don't know what was going on here. It was like it had become conductive somehow. Some conductive mess here, and a little bit there as well. I ended up having to scrape it off, but I've used isopropyl. I've been very, very careful because obviously I don't want to remove the paint. I do love the way Casio do this sort of double-sided. Is it double-sided? No, single-sided panel, but they've used the paint to add a layer, if you like. So they're using the paint to actually create extra tracks, and there's a sort of a print mask as well for it. So that's pretty cool. I also cleaned this. The actual contacts themselves are good, which is great. So hopefully we should be somewhere near able to get this up and running. So next thing is to clean this, clean all these up. Need to clean the ROM isopropyl, clean the ROM contacts as well, and then we'll clean those contacts and job will be a good one, hopefully. Well, we'll see. Let's crack on. So using Deoxit D5, and I'm going to spray. I've got this cool thing now where you can regulate how much spray comes out when you press the button. So got it on high, put a bit in there. And clean these contacts first. Again, they're painted, so actually it's probably about the wrong thing to use, really. I should have used isopropyl, but anyway, should be okay. Soon find out. I don't know why I thought they were just dirty copper. I'll check my eyesight. Okay, so, well, that's done. So isopropyl first of all for these contacts. Be concerned a little bit of something has come off there, or is floating about rather. It didn't come off, it's just floating about anyway. Well, there's quite a bit floating about. Yeah, I wonder if that's what's causing us issues. Just clean this up. Yes, there's more coming off there. I wonder if that's what it is. Whether the grease is maybe causing issues with the paint and making it go a bit crazy. Maybe we'll get away with it. I mean, they all look okay, which is good. Okay, so let's give it one last clean off. I'm going to have to go for it because it was so mucky. Yes, there's more residue there. It's seen some life, this keyboard, definitely. Been well loved. So I sort of don't mind quite so much if it's something that's been well loved and rather than abused. So yeah, I'll just put this back over because I'm worried about this getting damaged, and I could definitely do with a clean fullness of time. So just pull these through. I might have done this a little bit the wrong way around. Let's see how we go. Okay, I missed one. Missed a couple actually. Well done. And capacitor in the way. So yeah, just putting these through, and they've got like a stop on them. It sort of just binds them properly down to the PCB. So I need to clean all the dust out between the contacts as well, because they are, well, that's really grubby. So that's that. Now, turn our attention to the switches. And I can actually remove, let's just move this over. I can actually take the whole board away now because I've taken the speaker out. Let's see what we can do with these. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So, some deoxit. That one is really mucky. Oh, that's actually doing a really good job. I can see that shining up. So that's really, really good. Oh yeah, look at that. That is really very, very mucky. So, oh, you can see there on that contact, there is actually a little bit of that black sort of residue from random somewhere type stuff. Yeah, really weird that. I'm still a bit concerned because it almost looks like the terminating parts of the paint, where they terminate against a piece of the PCB. So yeah, that could drive it mad, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm just going to do this one here that's not used. Is really, yeah, it just lifts it straight off. I know deoxit is becoming really expensive because it's American, but it is incredible stuff. I mean, you can't really beat it, can you? I've got the WD-40 contact cleaner. It's okay. It does the job. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as deoxit. And to be fair, I've never known anything as good as deoxit for really, I mean, that is doing such a fantastic job. I can actually see shine on the contacts, which is pretty awesome. I'm a little bit concerned with that one contact there. Yeah, that is actually quite rotten. So the only thing with using cotton wool buds is that they do tend to get a bit sheddy. I don't know, I can. Yeah, it does need to be, it's a middle switch, so double. Yeah, well, we might get away with that actually, because they put 2 contacts per PCB contact. So even though it isn't great, I mean the one next to it isn't that fantastic. Let's give it another go with the deoxit. yeah, so the those two contacts there are troublesome, and I'm struggling to get that one really anywhere near perfect. But you can see it's got like a wiping effect, so the grease that's on there gets cut through by the sort of like the tip that's been added to the actual wipers. So do I do the same? I suppose I ought to, really. Just put a little bit of silicone grease across there. I've got some thick silicone grease, so yeah, okay. I need to clean things up, so I'll get cleaning, get rid of some of this as well, and yeah, I'll crack on. Let's crack on and crack on. Put a bit of thick silicone grease on here, or relatively thick anyway, so I'm just gonna rub a little bit over the contacts. It sort of feels wrong putting an insulator on contacts, but well, that's what they did, so that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, you can see how it works. It is quite clever. There we go. Just had a break, come back, and hair tie has materialised out of nowhere. I say out of nowhere, it's actually from the cat. She obviously wants me to flick her hair tie. So, yeah, nothing like making a presence felt. Okay, so I'm going to try. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Contact is not happy. It's quite rotten. Just being very, very gentle because there's so little contact area there. And I'm just going in one direction now. I was going back and forth, but I'm worried I might cause damage if I do that. Oh no, that's cleaned up. That's actually cleaned up on the surface that I need. So let's get some more deoxit. Let's clean it off. And get the mess from below. Just don't want to introduce too much hair off the cotton bud. Well, I think that'll do. I think we are somewhere near. And he's given this a go and seeing if it has removed its sentient tendencies. It's quite grubby in here. I sort of don't want to go too hard with cleaning it out because it's a little bit fragile. So yeah, let's get it back together and yeah, crack on. So let's get these keys back in first. Which I think is a little bit interesting. There we go. Maybe not. So the one bit's gone in. Maybe I need to... there we go. One key was just catching. Okay, let's put that straight again. And then got the black keys. Yes, because they go through the board. So they latch under the board. And then pull that back. Maybe. So it goes in. And then pulls across. And hopefully locates. It's looking good. Okay, so this now needs to go over to here. So just being a bit mindful of the speaker which is floating about. And the panel needs to go underneath the plastic, obviously, so it can, so you can press the keys down and it activates the switches. Okay, that's cool. Speaker back in place. Nice to know the speaker's good. Well, it sort of came to life by itself. So now it's something these did, I seem to remember. Okay, it is sort of starting to work. I don't know whether it has anything built in, so I suppose we ought to put the ROM in. No, that's not encouraging, is it? And that key's still bad. Oh, it's just gone off. Oh. Yeah, I think this might be a dead one, you know, unfortunately. It's trying so hard. I mean, if anything, it's worse than it was before. Oh, okay. So those two buttons don't work. Yeah, so this, the volume switch was the one that had the dodgy contact, is not great. But the power seems a bit more reliable. I mean, with some use, it probably would come back to life. Autoplay. So, ROM. I wonder if the ROM is actually working. I do wonder if that's actually pressing down enough. Yeah. And it's gone off again. I think it's just so worn out. It's been so well loved, and I mean, you can't knock it for that. It's been so well loved that it's just worn out. I sort of know how it feels, really. Oh, there we go. It's becoming sentient again. Yeah, that is not happy. Not happy at all. And dare I just clean this? I mean, it's not like I haven't got a few of these now. And you just never know. Like I say, this has had a very fulfilling life. Yeah, you can almost see, I don't know if you can quite make that out, just how it's pressed against the contacts. Okay, here goes. It's just not reading the ROM. So it starts off. I bet it goes off as well. But that's a bit of an improvement, maybe. I don't know. It seems the more I fiddle with it, the worse it gets. But like I say, it's so tired. It's just such a tired piece of tech. Is it going to get upset if I take that out? No. It doesn't care. And it's gone off. I mean, as a normal keyboard, it's fine. I mean, obviously I have to sort bottom keys out for the tones. Rhythm select. doesn't sound right. I do wonder if we have cap issues. I do remember reading for the MT800 that strange like poppiness in the rhythms can be caused by a bad cap. But I don't know. Do I continue with this? I think I'm going to leave this here. But let me know in the comments. Do I continue with this? Do I try and get this going? It could be fun. And I do actually have some of that paint for the keys as well, and for these contacts. And it can actually sort of do a proper job at making sure everything is aligned properly, like that contact's aligned properly. These are working properly. They seem to be fine. The volume's a little bit intermittent, but I think with use that'll improve. You know, maybe I could do something with those contacts. But let me know in the comments. Do you want me to try and get this working and try and make it reliable? And yeah, so with that, bit disappointing, but we've made progress, I think. So yeah, like and subscribe, and a hype as well would be fantastic. And hopefully I shall see you in another video. Bye for now.